Welcome to video tutorial on GarageBand. So today we're going to create a new beat. I'm going to show you how to make a new beat using GarageBand, and we're going to make this instrumental. Why do you lie? So basically, I'm just going to show you how to create a kind of instrumental like that. So let's begin. Usually, you can go to new project, and it's either you can start with an empty project or use a factory template. So I always go with the hip hop template and just choose that. So it comes up with this canvas. So I'm going to delete everything except this one, and I'm going to close this. Okay, and I'm going to delete this as well. So you can use a shortcut key. The O key brings out this Apple Loops window, which you can actually use, and you can add your Apple Loops. Basically, Apple Loops are pre-recorded sounds you can use. As you can see, I have over 5,000 items, which is over 5,000 sounds. So I'm going to start with this. And we're supposed to create a sound that I've actually created before, but I'm going to show you how to do that very fast. Usually this takes time, but you know how it works though. So I'm going to change this to beats and time so you can track based on minutes and seconds as well as hours. And one thing you should know is that for a beat, okay, you need 4 beats to make 1 bar. So basically each bar constitutes the level of how the music actually flows. So we're going to use one of my favorite packs. So I'm going to go to hip hop, or actually I'm just going to go to my favorites. So I'm going to go to my favorite and I'm going to select these tracks. So let me just try to do this. So we're going to create this track. It's called Why Do You Lie? So basically I'm going to use the beat that I actually used to create Why Do You Lie. So we need a synth sound. So let's just put it up here. Okay, so we're going to multiply this all the way to the end. And okay, right now it's on 8 bar, so we just have to increase this to as much as we want. Let's just try to put it within 16. All right, yeah, 16. Let's try to put it within 16 bars. And we're gonna extend this track. So basically you can just extend this track, and within intervals I'll be actually switching up between my loop window here and the actual canvas where I actually put all my Apple loops. So these are my bars. Let's just listen to how this sound actually sounds like. Okay, so this is a synth kind of sound. So it has that funkiness in it. So yeah, so basically we can just add a different beat. Let me just see which one. Yes. So all these are actually my favorite beats I've actually used in my previous tracks. So and what GarageBand actually does is that it enables you to actually learn how to mix instrumentals. You can mix it and form a track of your own. Then if you're very good, you can just go for Logic Pro, which is a more advanced version. So but I'm just gonna show you how to actually get a track started up using GarageBand, which is actually easy. So yeah, so you can track it here. So you have your tracking region. You can change anything you want. You can also tweak the volume level depending on how you want it. And I'll come back later on that, whereby I'll show you how you can mix the audio as well. So yeah, so there's the first step. So let's go with another beat. Okay, this sounds so good. So, and one thing you should know is that you should actually put your tracks on its own layer, so you can be able to actually mute it when you don't need it, and you can unmute it when you need it actually. So I'm going to extend this as well because I want the beat to actually be synchronized with my other sound that I just added. So the reason why I left this here, I always do this because I don't want to, okay, I can just go ahead and delete it though. All right, so we're actually on track. So let's see what else we can do. So one thing about all these sounds is that you can actually get from anywhere. So I'm looking for a different track. So I'm just going to go to the all genre, actually hip hop genre anyway. So I'm not going to use favorite, I'm just going to use all. So I'm looking for a particular beat that will actually go with this sound. So since I've done this before, so I just have to look for that beat. What's it called again? It's called I think it's actually on the modern R&B pack. So let me just go. All right, I think this is it. Yeah, download. So I'm just gonna add it here, and I'm just gonna drag it up to a certain point where it's actually a little bit good. So let me just see how it sounds like here. Okay, something is up. Okay, I need another bit, so let me just see what actually comes up here. Okay, I can just use my favorites though. Ah, yes, I think this is a bit. Okay, so so I want this to be. I want this to synchronize. I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna interchange this as well. This doesn't matter, okay? It's just because it's the first track I actually put, but you can actually swap it up left and right if you want, depending on what you want. But so you can do that actually, but as long as you know how your beat works, it actually copies the name of the actual track, but you get what I mean though. So let's just see how this actually sounds. So I need to drag this up to here. Okay, and okay, so now it's correct. You have the correct names on it. So oh no, that just changed. It didn't change it. So anyway, as long as we know what we're doing, then it's fine. So let's listen to our track. All right, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. I think we actually have something to actually go with. And we need something. I need something here. What did I do the last time? So basically, and I think I should add something within the lines of let's see. Okay, yeah, not this one. Okay, yeah, I think it's this bit. Okay, so we get something on the same track. So let's listen to how it sounds like. Let's listen to how it sounds like and hear how it goes. All right, I think we're getting somewhere. Okay, so one thing about making beats is that you just have to visualize, or rather kind of think of how it sounds. You know, like what they say, music is a pleasant sound and noise is an unpleasant sound. So you don't want it to become a noise, you want it to be a music. So it has to be pleasant. So you just have to know the type of loops you have to put in and where to put it in so it actually sounds great. So like here. think we're getting somewhere. So I need to mix it up. So how I usually do my tracks is that I usually make an intro, then I make a chorus, then a verse, then a chorus, and a verse again. But it depends on you. Any way you want to go with it, you can actually go with that. It just depends on what you feel like is right. Not all the time I start with an intro. It's just that most of the time, getting with a quick beat, then going off beat, then quick beat again, something like that. It kinds of give you like a hype. So that's what I usually do. So let me see. I think I have one in the modern R&B. I usually use hip hop and modern R&B loop pack so I to get the flavor that I actually want. So you might be asking, what kind of genre of music would this be? So this can actually be hip hop or an R&B kind of tune. It just depends on what kind of lyrics you want to put in it. So, but I think I should have one of my tracks here. Not sure. Okay, so I think it's this one. All right, yeah. So this is a synth as well, but it's actually chords. So it's kind of sharp when it plays. So you just have to know how to make you just have to know how to make it sound okay when you're using it. All right, so I'm trying to use both synth. So remember, my previous track actually ends here with a velvet rope, but I want it to begin with a nice beat. So once it ends, it knows where to start off or actually begin, where the next track should actually begin from. So begin, rather, not begin from. It should actually start. So then it doesn't have like a silent break in between. All right, I think we're getting somewhere. So okay, so I think I need to go back to my hip hop genre. So going back to my hip hop genre, and by the way, I'm showing you how to make this very quickly. However, this actually took me like probably some few hours, like probably 2 or 3 hours to actually make this track. The title of this track is called Why Do You Lie? So I actually have this on SoundCloud, so I'll post a link later on so you can actually see it and listen to the full track. But basically, this is how I made it. So the inspiration comes once in a while, like you'll just be doing your own thing. I may be watching TV or actually watching YouTube, and I'll just get the inspiration. Oh, there's this lovely sound I'm getting in my head, and I just have to like record it down and try to see how I can create it. But it depends. Take your time, then you love to do what you do. So I think I got this from somewhere, probably here. I'm not sure. Let me just check here. Tech House. I'm not sure I have anything here, but let me just go to all genre. I think I remember it's one kind of funky tune. It's kind of funky tune. I'm not sure if I have it. It's a funky tune. I'm not sure if it's here. Let me just search everything. Ah, I think here. I think it's this one. I'm not certain. Let me just test it out. Yeah, I think is it. Okay, so one thing about beats is that you can have like two different type of beats. They're the same thing, but they have like different being used by different organs or instrumentals. So I think this is the one I'm looking for. So I'll start with this first here. Remember, I'm trying to put it where it ends so a new one can begin. So I'm going to use two of them so I get that vibe. Get that vibe here. So I'm going to extend my track here. So yeah, let me extend it up to this. Yeah, so this is 18 bars. So, and what I want to do is I want to be able to record everything. So let's go to my hip hop. I think I have something here. Oh, so okay. I think I have something here. I'm not sure. Okay, let me hear. Oh, I already. Okay, so I think this is one I use because I already like bookmarked it somehow. So it's part of my favorite. All right. So remember, we don't want any space in between the track because we want it to flow seamlessly. So let's just see how that actually sounds when it actually flows seamlessly. Yeah, I think there's something that is missing here. There's a sound I'm missing. There's a sound I'm missing. Something different. Something different. Okay, you can hear this beat. You see, you can hear as how it actually moves from left to right. So it actually moves from left to right. That's pretty amazing. Okay, so let's put it here. And one of the good things I like is that I like putting each track on its own layer, so you can be able to like mute it depending on when you need it. You can just mute it, and it is actually a good advantage. Like you can do that. So if you don't need a sound, you can just mute it instead of just removing it. You can just mute it and you can use it later on depending on what you want to do. But let me just put all this sounds together. So this actually takes time, but depending on what you actually want, you can do everything that you actually want to do to get the beats that you want. So I think I'm looking for a sound. No, not this. Not this. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for a sound that has a kind of like edgy. Not edgy. I need everything. Something that has like and I'm look for ah I think I found it. I think it's this. I think we'll find out very soon. I think we'll find out very soon if it's this. Okay. Oh, it is a synth. And one more thing I usually do is that once I do this, I usually create a fade in, fade out output. Okay, so from here you can actually tweak the volume, pan, echo, reverb. You can do whatever you want to do. You can actually shift the decibel. You can actually push it to the volume that you actually want it to be in, or be at rather. You can do whatever you want to do. So I usually put in a fade in, fade out right about here, but I'm going to leave it here because I want it to end here. So let's listen to this track. So, oh, I didn't extend this. So basically I'm going to extend it here and here. So what I actually did with this first two layers is that these are my main beats in this track. So you're going to hear it all through. These are my main beats. Then the other ones are just layers I just added. So you can actually feel how the music goes. So let's play the entire song or track. All right, so that's everything from me for now. So this is my first intro for creating an instrumental using GarageBand. So if you want more videos, just let me know and I'll be able to actually do that for you. Ciao.